Hello. Let's see if I can get the YouTube thing up and going on my live dashboard. Yeah, things are going good. I'm making sure right now. Hey, what's up? I tried to do. Oh, my hair is like insane today. I tried to have it like down and crap. It didn't work. That's the moral of the story. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Also, I'm doing like this. The only way the Ranger review is like even happening this week is because I can do it live. It was just not in the cards this week at all, and that sucks because I really like it when I can chat will be coming soon. Yeah, I like doing the edited ones a lot because I can take out a lot of those, whatever. But sometimes yeah, my daughter has double audio. Wait. Can you hear me twice? Is that what we're saying? Okay. One sec. Alright. Thank you much. See, does this sound better? Any better? We're saying, yeah, awesome. I think I had my mic input on twice. Sorry about that. We have, oh my goodness, that's where we're gonna start. Yeah. All right. Let's just get on. I can't be super loud today, so I guess I have to explain that. I can't be really loud because my daughter is asleep in her room, or hopefully asleep. She's been sick the last few days, and sick kiddos aren't fun, and basically taking care of her so much, I didn't have time to fully prepare to record anything Thursday, and I couldn't, so this is why we're live, and this is why I am what I am, or something to that effect. So let's just get going. No intro music, no things crazy, but since this is a Friday night live stream, if you have one, raise it up. Let's have some fun in my quiet, more subdued voice, and I swear I'm gonna fix my hair in a minute. I'm just So where do we start? Wait, hold on. I have to do the let me get my news broadcaster. Ready? Happy Friday, Ranger Nation! It is Friday. Woo! There is something about saying that phrase that just puts a smile on my face and just makes me be like, yeah, like let's go. Let's talk about news, guys. I'm hyped about news. All right, so now that I've properly said it, and we'll do the intro, right? Okay. Boom. Let's pretend you learned that it is Ranger Week in Review, episode 33. TOKU Week in Review is going to be episode 13, which is only fitting because it's episode 13 on Friday the 13th. Got a window behind me, so all I'm saying is, if you guys watching live, I mean, if you're going to watch this uploaded later, then I'm sorry, I'm probably already going to be dead. But if you're watching live and you see someone behind me, I would appreciate a mention. Just a little. I think I'm safe, though. Although usually what they say for those is, you can't, like, do anything crazy or you will end up dying miserably. I'm going to move my dashboard over here. That would be the smart thing to do. Oh, let's go. So what do we got news for today in the world of Power Rangers? We have nothing from Super Ninja Steel. Hyperforce is still blowing our socks off because I didn't get to record the full proper Hyperforce video this week due to the sick kid, so I'm going to have to go. That might just have to be like Monday's video this week is me doing the proper Hyperforce review, so it is out. So if you guys want to watch it before the next episode comes out, because that'll come out Tuesday, yeah, it's a busy weekend as well, so probably won't get it up until Monday, but that's where that sits at for Hyperforce. But you're gonna get the preview because I'm gonna talk about it now, or when I get to the Hyperforce segment. Legacy Wars has a new character. One weird bit of merch, but nothing really. No, there's some cool stuff. All the cool stuff involves Boom Studios right now. Like, Legacy Wars put out a new character, and I'm still just like, dude, it's Boom, it's Boom, it's Boom. Getting into the TOKU side of things, oh my goodness, we got scans for Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger for some awesome new toys that are coming on the way. Ultraman, you an Ultraman fan? After seeing some of the suit designs, I'm a fan of the Kamen Rider Wizard suit designs, and seeing these, it gives me a little bit of Wizard vibes, and I like that. I think I might like do a poll, because I clearly don't have enough that I want to do on this, but I'm thinking I might start watching the new Ultraman. I'm talking about it enough. The Toku Week in Review. I talk about every week on the Toku Week in Review, and it's interesting me enough. There's a brand new season starting. Channel's only like 6, 7. What am I? 7, 8 months old at this point. So we can add new things in. I'm all about it. If they wear spandex suits or rubber suits and fight rubber suited monsters, dude, count me in, right? Count me in. Kabam! There goes that one. I had a pre-set up beer, which I've been sipping on a while. It's kind of warm now, but I'm gonna finish it because I'm lazy and don't want more later. So let's just get in to the Ranger Week in Review, guys. We have nothing for Super Ninja Steel, at least as far as the show itself, airing new episodes and whatever. When we come back from hiatus, however, we are gonna have the big anniversary episode. Seriously, how hyped are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Because I feel like I was hyped. I was a 10 for Super Mega Force. Not gonna lie, I was super hyped for Super Mega Force. So, and I'm first Ultraman was Orb, and I loved it. So, are you gonna be watching the new Ultraman? I think I might be also. Alright, so, yeah. So, I would say on a scale of like 1 to 10, I gotta keep my expectations somewhat subdued, because I don't want to run into the problems for Super Mega Force. But I feel like this time, man, maybe just because it hasn't been leaked and spoiled so incredibly much already, there's just this air of mystery about it still, right? Like, you don't know every shot that's going to happen. You don't know every ranger that's going to be morphed. I mean, we could have cameos just because, let's say, and what I'm getting to with this is a thing from that hashtag show, so links will be below once they all get in. So shout out to them. For this one, they talked to Mike Jin, and Mike Jin's, well, it was kind of I heard from someone, and they said, basically what he was saying was, Gemma is going to be in Super Ninja Steel. Okay, cool. That was, I honestly wouldn't have thought of just RPM Rangers are amazing in general. I mean, they are, but that's really cool. I'm glad she's back. She's done a con or two now, maybe. I know she signed with Sapphire Management. She was getting some stuff, so if you're interested in ever meeting her, she is coming to Power Morphicon. I think she was announced for that. I think she might have been announced for Ranger Stop as well, so keep an eye out, and if that's a Ranger you would like to meet. So she is going to be kind of new on the con circuit, but so she's going to be coming back. But you know what would be really cool? If she's coming back, maybe it's just a voiceover role. Maybe they had her suit actor, and they couldn't get her out, but they could have her do ADR, right? I mean, if it was the suit actor in the middle of a fight, but you actually had her maybe get to say a line or two during it, and you knew it was the original actor or actress, man, that's just, come on, it just makes you feel so warm and fuzzy inside. And I love it. But on the last time, it was like, oh, they're all morphed. Y'all know what it is. And but I think that is why I'm so hyped for it, because it's still the air of mystery. And while some the Rangers that are coming back, I'm not going to do the whole list tonight because I don't have enough time for that. But yeah, there's quite a few coming back. What do we got? I hope to see Madison in the anniversary episode. I doubt Melanie is interested. Madison would be cool. I like Madison because she was just a blue female. You just don't get a lot of blue female rangers, so I was always happy with that. Mystic Force is it's one of my I don't want to say guilty pleasures or so. It was just kind of so cheesy, but I loved it. I just loved it so much. Let's get on to the rest of Ranger news. We had a fantastic. I could talk about this. Honestly, I could talk about this in Ranger news. I could talk about it in the fan corner. I could talk about it in the comic section. But I'm just going to talk about it now because if somebody decides, I'm out of this, I want to make sure you guys know about this. TOKU Nation. Oh, TOKU Nation. Oh. Hey, what's up, sis? Thank you for the happy anniversary. This is how much I love you guys and how much my husband really, really understands this, is that it's actually our 5-year anniversary tonight. And he's playing Heroes of the Storm with his friends while I do this. So, how will the anniversary gifts contribute if the Sentai footage doesn't use them? American footage with original monsters? Potentially, yeah. We're seeing a lot of American footage as it is with things with Madame Odious coming down in the first few, along with certain general interactions like in parks that weren't in there before. So they're already shooting a lot of original footage with monsters. Could it be an original monster? Yeah, it could be. There could be. They do movies or versus specials, and whenever you look at those, they'll have their own special monster. And up until what Dino Charge, you never saw that monster. So there is always that one monster in the pocket, and that they will have access to those suits. And yeah, as far as the rest of it goes, I think this could be a complete a big old thing with all Rangers. Is there a list of returning Rangers? Yeah, fastest place I can tell you to go to is Power Rangers Now. I usually link them, everyone, but it's PowerRangersNow.com, and I want to say it was still on their front page. Every time new information comes out about who is going to be in the anniversary episode, they update a master list. So go ahead and check them out. Don't close my tab. Just in another tab. Just stay here and then go check them out later. As I beg for views. All right. Yeah. So anniversary. It's coming up. I'm so excited for all of it. But back to TOKU Nation did a fantastic interview, and they put it up. It's on YouTube in 5 or 6 parts, but they did publish it. It was just simply because they didn't want a 2-hour and some interview being uploaded to YouTube, so they broke it up into 5 or 6 places. But they do have the full thing posted if you would like to check it out on. Just go to TOKU Nation and they'll set you straight because it's everywhere. Or follow the links afterward. They interviewed Greg Mitchell. Now, if you were a fan of the toys at all, he used to work for Saban Brands. And yeah. Sorry, this is me trying to read my notes while continuing at the same time. And this is the live stream thing. I was double checking because at first I thought it was Bandai and then it was Saban Brands, but it's Saban Brands, according to the TOKU Nations. But they did a fantastic interview with him. If you don't know who Greg Mitchell is, he worked for Saban Brands. He was very, very influential in the Legacy line and getting. No, this is Bandai of America. See, and now I'm saying Saban, and I'm let me double check now. Let me check that. Yeah, of Bandai America. So I apologize. He really is from Bandai of America. Because as I'm saying this out loud in my head, I'm going, this doesn't make sense. He's not from Saban Brands. My apologies. I had a typo in my notes. He is from Bandai of America. He is a very big reason why we got a lot of the legacy toys that we did. I'm not saying that after he left, you saw more people complain about Bandai. But he left in 2016. He moved on to a group by the name of Alpha Group. They're really big over in China, but they're starting to try to do things in the U.S. Admittedly, I've only gotten to listen to like 35 minutes of the almost 2 hours or so of this interview. I don't think it's 2 hours. It's probably like an hour and a half. Excuse me. So I haven't got to listen to all of it yet. It is ridiculously interesting. If you have any interest in the toy industry, Power Ranger toys, business, my brain was having a really good time. So I wanted to bring this up because he's talking about just the Bandai toys, man. The Bandai toys. But he covers a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't want to mention it in March because that just makes me sad, but he was a really big influencer in it, and if you would like to hear more about it, check out the links below or just tokunation.com, and they will get you taken care of. JDF, JDF, he did something pretty cool. He does a thing called My Morphin Life, right? So it's like a vlog series, and it's like behind the scenes stuff. It's whatever. It's just following him around to cons. It's learning about his life. He put out, him and his video editors or whatever, he put out an awesome, 10.5-minute behind the scenes look at the Shattered Grid trailer. I have not got to watch enough of it yet, but the fact that on one hand, you have a vlog, or you're not gonna vlog about it. I mean, come on, he would have been an idiot not to. But it's really cool that it came out. It's really cool that it came out, currently. That Shattered Grid preview came out 3 weeks ago, maybe a month. And then you get this, 10-minute behind-the-scenes thing. I'm glad it's not, a backlog of vlogs, where it's, Shattered Grid's almost over, and then he does it. There's still this hype. There's still so much hype for it, which is cool, because this brings me into the rest of the hype, which is comics. Let me get that. Do I have to do the whole thing? I'm not going to chat on here, am I? Sorry, dudes. YouTube's live chat is a pain sometimes with Twitch. I'm actually looking to move over to OBS. I just didn't have enough time for this episode. I barely had time making this episode. So this is what you get, but you guys will still be able to see it on live. What up? I do like Rwir because it looks nice. Wait, so evil. Gracias. Thank you very much. I was echoing, and I appreciate you telling me that right away, because I knew how to fix it. I don't think it's wasted on evil. Man, do you think Lord Draken suit's wasted on evil? I think it makes it better that it's evil. I'm gonna add that picture up again. Because I have a decent idea of where it is. Y'all should see the craziness that is my file system storage for this show. So many videos. It's Jason David Frank. Wait, is it still echoing again? I will have that other mic turned off. So let me know if it's got any better. Is he overrated? For a long time, before I got back into the fandom, I would say no. After the first while, after being back in the fandom, I would say yes. Now, you know what? The guy's still dressing in spandex, doing the stuff, doing it. Yeah. I think the character Tommy is... Every comic book needs a Superman, Every comic book needs that big thing, that big light, and it's gonna be him. It is gonna be him. 1 second, I have to do something about this. Oh, you guys have no idea how much better I feel right now. Okay, so comics. Shattered Grid is amazing. Shattered Grid is amazing. I can't wait until the next one, which is actually maybe the next thing I mentioned, is that 26 right there. Haha. Shadow Grid number 26. That comes out on Wednesday. Get this. Get caught up. Do what you gotta do. Yes. I feel sometimes I feel like I'm dumb because whenever I start talking about Shadow Grid, I'm just like, blah. JD's fans of the franchise, let's be honest. He is. There is no way, no ifs, ands, or buts. If I were to be like, if you had to put one the only Power Ranger that could potentially do it is Jason. And that's just because he was the original Red. He was the original one that, kids fell in love with. That's probably about it. That's... And if you put, like, green, red, pink together, it's everything. It's everything. I want Kimberly to return. Oh, Jen Scott. Oh, Jen Scott. So here we go. I'm not. The preview is up. If you guys want to read the preview pages for Shadow Grid, issue 26, the first, 5 pages are up. Gonna be, links abound and whatnot, but they're up. I think Comic Book Now maybe had them first. I'm already, the first few pages, guys, you get the aftermath of what immediately pretty much happened whenever they brought him back to the command center. You get what's happening days after, what's going on with Lord Draken. There's his plans. It's awesome, and it's only in the first 5 pages, so it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be awesome. Jason would be the better face. I to each their own, and I think for me, my original crush was Jason. I wanted to be Jason. I want to be Jason the Red Ranger. But then after, by the time Tommy was the White Ranger, I had the yin yang necklace, and it was, oh god, don't even ask my family for pictures. I wanted to be Tommy the White Ranger. I tried to get my softball team to be named the White Tigers when I was 12. I don't know why they didn't fall for it, guys. Whatever. What are we getting to? Shattered Grid. Preview pages are out if you want to see it, but go support your local comic book store. Wednesday, we are getting issue 26, and it's going to be amazing. What else do we get? We got a preview cover that I absolutely love. Look at this one for 29. I actually mislabeled it. I called it 28, and I was like, oh man, I screwed this up again. Look at all those Rangers. Hey, speaking of other... Dude, I'm not going to argue with you at all about not embracing popular Rangers. So there's a thing, if you can't see it in the chat, someone says, why not embrace popular Rangers from all seasons as the face of the franchise? MMPR overshadows so many cool characters. Preaching to the choir. I completely agree with you. I would love to see them showcase a lot more Rangers. And guess when remember when they were doing the 20th anniversary, a big thing, they had all the Red Rangers there. And yeah, the Red Ranger was up in front, but all the Red Rangers got to be there, and it was so cool with them celebrating everyone. But then it was 5 years of MMPR toys. What do you do? But I really wish they would start incorporating, even bring the current cast around more, put them on more things. Ugh. Kyle Higgins' tweets have me fearing for the lives of certain Rangers. Dude, we should all be scared. If he did that in the first, we're all doomed. It's going to be crazy. Oh, man. I just got a hiccup. Let's see how bad these are and for how long. I love this cover, though, guys. So this is going to come out until July. But this is, the big, this is going to be, because I think it runs till maybe, August or September. But you're thinking it just started in March. And so, yeah, March, April, May, June, July. I mean, this is going to be the 5th book for Mighty Morphin only, because this isn't even a count go in the Shadow Grid. You know this one's going to be crazy. And I think the best part about this cover is that it's the main cover, because that's what I want. I want to see Jen running in there with everyone. I like seeing Mighty Morphin because that's their universe. GenM is decent, but who else messes with weird time things? Oh, how about SPD Rangers and Wormhole? They're from maybe another timeline, because at this point, shouldn't the aliens already be on Earth? Meh. RPM, they're from another dimension. Yeah, in space, who knows what wormholes they went through. Kyle, man, someone can just tag him in this or screen grab this. Kyle Higgins, if you could please make Bridge, he is the green SPD Ranger. Make him say the words buttery. Please, 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 please. Just one. Buttery. That would make my week. That really would. Let's look at the preview next, though, and this is Go-Go Power Rangers number 11. I need this in my life. I really was about to put this as my phone wallpaper background, and I was like, oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad, like, taking my daughter off of it. Like, I'm a mom. I'm supposed to have my kids as the background, right? Have you seen this? I need this to be a massive poster. I need something of this. I need this as art. This is just, I'm a Pink Ranger fan. I'm the original Mighty Morphin Pink. First growing up, she was my first heroes, like first things that made me think I can be a superhero, with this Pink Ranger, and oh my goodness, and Kim and everything, because guys, this is the Go-Go cover. If you were reading Go-Go Power Rangers, you know all the crap that Kim is going through in this comic too, with Matt. So this isn't even like Mighty Morphin Pink, where you're looking at everything that just happened with Tommy. This is like her boyfriend got turned into like a putty, her boyfriend was kidnapped, and then she was like dating a putty creature for a bit. It was weird. It was, maybe not as weird as like Tickle, Sneezer, and the small child behind the Megazord, but it's weird. Unfortunately, that's okay. So this is also the July one, though, by the way. So there's some issues. I think I want to say, don't quote me on it, but I want to say this month there isn't a Go-Go. There's going to be a break. So we're just going to have Mighty Morphin, and then Go-Go is going to be resuming in May. Not all comic books put out 12 issues a year, so that is what we're getting for Go-Go Power Rangers. Let's move on to Legacy Wars, because we are already, oh man, this is going to be long. We're going to be here all night. Keep the beer flowing. It's Friday night, right, guys? It's Friday night. Okay, so what these comics and the interview and the JDF thing, man, I think I was underselling. All of the cool things we had to talk about tonight. Let me talk about another cool thing with Legacy Wars. First thing I'm going to talk about, though, is a background. They gave out. This is a new background from the game. It's fire. It's all of them. Look at the Megazords looming in the background. You're like, oh, there's Cat, she's pretty new, and you're kind of like, oh, Phantom Ranger's in there, and oh my goodness, there's even the newest one. Who's that? Not that you can, I'm going to pretend you can see this right here. You can Photoshop the pterodactyl reflection with your daughter's face. Oh, that's, okay, not going to lie, when I first read that, I was like, that's creepy, and I was like, oh, nah, that's cool. I think Tommy will return. I don't think so, man. I've listened to, this is just another shout out to Ranger Danger podcast. If you were really interested in Shatter Grid, as soon as, I think it's like same day, issue 26 is going to come out, so Wednesday, Ranger Danger podcast does a podcast talking with Kyle Higgins, the writer of it, and they put those out, so you can read the comic, and then you can actually listen to information and everything cool about the comics from the writer's point of view, which I think I just repeated that whole thing twice, but they're really cool. They come out on Wednesdays. According to, he's hinting at, no, this is, like, he's gonna stay dead, at least for a while. Realistically, a while could just be until Shatter Grid is over, and, maybe it all comes down to, how cool would that be, though, to have it all come down to Jen, like, making that minute second ahead, blasting it back and hitting them, and then, then they'd have to go war with them again, but that'd be kind of cool. Alright, oh yeah, so Legacy Wars, this thing's pretty cool. It's probably going to be I don't know how good it's going to be as a desktop wallpaper. Hopefully, Adam Stabelli says he's using it as is, so hopefully it's good. They did put it out. It's on their Twitter, so just go check out. I'll have a link below to their Twitter account, and that is where they have it. I'm not sure if they actually have it up on their website yet or not, but they usually share things like that. It's a cool new background for the game, and I'm really happy that they gave it to us in this format. But we get Mr. TJ, Mr. Blue in space, the man who took over for Mr. Jason David Frank. Goodbye, Tommy. Hello, TJ. Leader, the Red Ranger of Turbo, but he gets that awesome blue in spacesuit. Awesome blue. That's cool. And it's coming out today. Actually, it's out today. Oh, man, sorry, man, with the kids, it's been a long few days. It is Friday, isn't it? He's out today, so you might already have him. If you have him already, do you like him? Do you like him? Is he good? He is a common, which is nice. They haven't done as many with, since they changed up the challenge system, I haven't seen as many where it's like, only use rares or only use whatevers, but I do like that they are at least varying it up. With every single one of them being, legendary, you don't get them very fast. But he's common, and he is a defender, which is good because he's a really cool shade of blue. And if I was to see a Blue Ranger, I'm like, well, he should be a defender because he's blue. Maybe he should also be a Smurf. I don't really know how that goes. I don't know. Are we already on to merch? I don't think I have much of anything for merch. Boom! I know you had an echo there for a brief moment. Apologies about that. Not really. Okay, so the only thing, I forgot something about Boom Studios, but you know what? I will talk about it right now because it is actually related to merch, and that is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Year 2. Comes out. It's going to collect Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 13 through 24. It's going to be released November 20th. It is available for order on pre-order on Amazon, and I'll have links to everything below. So that is Year 2 Deluxe, and it's funny. I told myself, I'm like, no, I don't think I have any pictures for that, and then you realize, yes, Liz, yes, you do. It's right there. I love it. If you look at the side by side, it's just like the Green Rangers, which is cool. Maybe they will continue on. I mean, they're clearly already going to have more than 20. This is 24. We're already on the next one, so woohoo! Maybe we'll get pink next. And how does the colors? Green, red, probably pink, then blue, black, yellow. It's usually how it goes. Whenever they do all this stuff. But, so Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 13 through 24. It's going to be released November 20th. Not a bad day. List price is $75. Right now, however, if you want to get in on the pre-order, it's only $60. So if you'd like to save a little bit of money. And also, this is like a shameless plug for my social medias. Whenever I see, I usually, if you follow me on my Twitter, you'll see a lot if I find deals on things like that. Boom Studios Artist Tribute Book, have I already talked about that? Yeah, actually, I talked about that last week, or the week before, I think. But I wasn't really planning on talking about that today so much. But that is out, and has some amazing artwork in it. But just like the Artist Tribute Book, it's a lot of things that I actually like. I keep an eye on sales and deals and bargains because that's what I like to do. And when I find them, I usually tweet them out to anyone because most of the people I interact with are Ranger fans, and most of everything I find is Ranger related. I haven't gotten the Year 2 deluxes, the Year 1 deluxe. I honestly usually I just have to get the bigger Comixology because I don't live really. I can't easily get to a comic book store on Wednesday before I get spoiled by everything, so I just find it easier to read things as soon as they happen and not be spoiled. Let's move on to Hyperforce. Lord help us, we're already 37 minutes in. Let's move to Hyperforce. Do I even have a banner for Hyperforce? Sure I do. We'll talk about it anyway while I get moving on it. Okay. Hyperforce. I can't remember. It was Wednesday, and I don't even have my notes. And I'm like, what did they do? What did we end on? Oh, yeah. Vesper died. Now, full on, like, dead. They said the bye-byes. They all had their big old kumbaya afterwards, and that was it. I mean, for we were all told, like, she's gone. That's the thing. She hit 0. Come to find out, Miss Vesper, she's cunning. She's very, very cunning. And one thing she said, remember when she took a nap a while ago? It was, she had to miss an episode, maybe, 8, 9, something. It was first half, let's say. And she had to miss an episode, and she was just saying that she was taking a nap. And it is almost played off as something kind of like, well, what's she mean by taking a nap? Is she really taking a nap? Maybe she's working on something. Who knows? But, wah wah. I told you guys I'd find one eventually. I like putting these up for people. I know not everybody cares about everything, so I know that people will jump ahead to the sections they want. So I'm always a stickler for at least trying to get those guys up there. She backed herself up. It was almost right after she found out she was an android. She figured out, or however, to back herself up. She's merged with Alpha. What? Vesper and Alpha. Y'all know how much that those Christina V is devious. Oh my goodness. She is. No, she really is. It is insane how much that girl has. I say girl, I mean, we might be like the same age. I don't know. But man, so that was how far back she was planning doing this. I was talking Hyperforce. Nope, or not, because Facebook's like, you suck. Guys, if you only follow me on Facebook, you're only getting like 5% of the Ranger Lizness, because I post on Twitter all the time. Right now. There we go. I just wanted to tweet out again in case anybody was wondering, so sorry for the little delay on that. So she's been planning this whole time, and so since she was backed up, she was already like, she started to become more, for lack of better words, suicidal, being like, nah, I'm fine, they can't hurt me, whatever. Yeah, come to find out that was why. First half of the episode, though, was a volcano. So they basically hit... Chloe destroyed the Corona Aurora. How is that? I like the fact that she just straight up was like, Pink Ranger, yo. It's like the little finger hearts. She's Pink Ranger. What is the deal with that? It was Lord Draken has got Christina V's Vesper's broken dead old body in front of her, and he's like, oh, look, smash with the foot. And I mean, they are just like, Marv is yelling. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure Peter Starship didn't have a voice the next day from all the yelling he was doing. It was crazy. It was so emotional. And so you have Marv holding the Corona Aurora. Lord Draken's like, look, you're all going to die unless you give it to me. And he's like, we'll never give it to you. And he's like, how about this? You give me the crown, I'll give you your android's body back. Maybe you can bring her back. Who knows? True love. Oh my god. So Marv the whole time is yelling like, don't, I have a plan. I have a plan. And like, Chloe ends up taking the Corona Aurora. Basically says, if this is what this thing does, no. Again, watch out. Marv is like, I'm going to jump in front of it. And eventually, Malika's like, Marv, it's not your turn. You already did like a roll to interrupt. You already did like a motion. You already whatever. And he's just like, but I'm going to try. It's just like, but you can't. The Corona Aurora is destroyed. Dang, that got real. Corona Aurora is destroyed. And a big old patty alliance leader, who I just feel like I should just call Al at this point. Is anyone else, when you just put like AL for alliance leader, you're like, it's Al. My name is Al. Right. We, when they destroy the Corona Aurora, alliance leader, Al, is actually really hurt. And it kind of like, basically looks over to Volcanos and goes, finish them, hightails it out, and now we have the Rangers versus the General, which is what you normally have about 2 episodes before the finale. You gotta get through the final General before all I have left is the bus. Well, at least that's what we think. We'll get more to that later. They fight Volcanos, and oh my goodness. First off, it's like VEL, not VOL. I have no idea. Malika has her own naming systems, and I also probably spell bad. But the fight with they just kitchen sink. They threw everything. They were so ticked. They kept picking up Vesper's body and like carrying it, like they had to bring it in the Zords. And I mean, I am trying to be more lighthearted about this now, but seriously, like when it was as they're doing things, they're like, okay, I'm gonna grab Vesper and I'm gonna carry her and put her in the Zord, and you're just like, dude, it's like their comrade, and they're just picking up her body and carrying her. Although I did have to make the joke that it was a little Weekend at Bernie's, like, because it kind of was. They defeat him, and there wasn't more. It was a cool battle, but a lot of everything else I want to talk about is what happens after the battle. After they destroy Volcanos, they can't bring her back. They can't bring Vesper back. The body, it's gone. It's beyond repair. And they're trying to think to themselves, hey, what about, what can we do? And so they're like, maybe we can reboot her. Alpha goes to touch and goes like, and like just runs off. Interesting. I'm going to find out. Vesper, with her backup program, needed to go into something so she could be alive, I guess. It's getting a little weird. She's just like, I'm alive, but I'm an android, so I'm going to put myself in another body. Unfortunately, she is inside now of Alpha, and Vesper and Alpha don't quite get along. Actually, they get along in the best way possible for the viewers, probably not for the Rangers. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be great because she's like Vesper is in Alpha's body, controlling Alpha's body, and Alpha's like still in there though. What? She's still in there. It's or he. I honestly can never remember if Alpha's a boy or girl. They seem androgynous. They're androids or something. We get a cutscene. Alliance leader is talking to someone in the very way of just being like, There is someone talking to him. And this person that's talking to him is basically telling him, this is great that you're Weekend. You're still alive. You were born from the ashes of the Corona War from the last time it was destroyed. What? Unless I'm reading some of this wrong, then feel free to correct me in the comments below. So, at this point, if it's not Thrax, I mean, it's gonna be crazy. No, it's gotta be Thrax because we know where he's going. We do know where he's going. Once a lot of chaos ensues with Vesper and Triton and Vesper and Alpha and Vespa. So we're going to call her Vespa at this pot, or like Vespot, like Spaceballs. Anyway. Vesper sets out in Alpha's body, and they're just gonna continue for a bit until they figure it out. Oh, except, here's the thing. If you spent months planning this, and someone told you to roll, sorry, that's not a D6. Actually, none of these are, apparently, I have one. She didn't think whenever Malika said, okay, roll when you get into her body. Okay, roll. Ha! It's a 1. You're in Alpha's body. You can't remember anything. What? You have no idea. You have no idea who you are and whatever. That was kind of fun for a while. They eventually did play, like, she's learning, like, she can access Alpha's memories, and so she was learning about, like, watching stuff about the Rangers and, like, no, that's me, I am Vesper, trying to get this out, like, I am Vesper. And then they remembered the backup, and so that's kind of where that is going. So Vesper is going to get her backup. Vesper is in Alpha's body. Volcanos is destroyed. Alliance leader is wounded but alive and will be growing stronger. And there is someone higher up than the Alliance leader. All we know is it's a dude in a lab coat. Two left. And there was another general higher up than them all. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I have zero clues, by the way, who the dude in the lab coat is. Not even. Playing with our emotions. We're playing with our emotions. I don't have my notes right in front of me, actually, which sucks because I've been writing them like by hand while watching them in a different one. But basically, what they're figuring out is Lord Draken. I keep wanting to call the Alliance leader Lord Draken just because they're both the big bads going on right now. The poor, yeah. This story is going to be definitely interesting with it, but they're trying to figure out when was the biggest time where there was a lot of good energy. Take out my microphone. A lot of good energy, a lot of bad energy, and there were all these things together, and they come to find out it's the dinner, the big dinner party of evil. Do you guys remember? And maybe this is your thing if you want to get caught up and if you want to watch the context of this episode and get it done before Hyperforce on Tuesday. That is where they're going. It is in Power Rangers in Space. There is a giant evil dinner party, basically. To start it all off, Andros is there, so that is a good source of energy. There's clearly all of these baddies there. Rita and Zed are there. And they've captured Zordon. He wants to save Zordon. Or maybe they haven't captured Zordon yet. That's beside the point. I think they have. But that's where he is. And that's not where I said he's going. That's where he is. Because the Hyperforce Rangers realize that is where they need to get to go. Need to get to go? Sure. We're like that. We leave with the Alliance leader, who's maybe not the leader anymore. Saying he needs Rita and Zed's help, more or less, to help protect the family. That wasn't the final nail in the Thrax coffin. I don't know who is. I think it's cool. Give something to Thrax. Thrax was always one of those villains that it was cool in theory, but kind of weird when you really thought about it. Giving him some more lore is going to be a kind of awesome thing. Let's see. I am moving on. Okay, Con News, Fan Corner. Sorry. To wrap up Hyperforce, I don't know where this thing is going. It's going to be insane. Maybe Vesper will get a body back. Maybe she won't get a body back by the time the end of this show's done. They survived. I mean, somehow. I really thought in the first, 45 minutes they were all going to die. And that didn't happen. That was kind of neat. Bring on Tuesday, guys. Bring on Tuesday. Let's bring it up. Let's see. Con News. I think vendor. I might have even mentioned this last episode, but vendor registration is up. If you do art or whatever, and you'd like to be a vendor at Power Morphicon. About it for that. Let me bring up podcasts real quick and see what is new in the world of podcast for your ear pleasure. Usually Teens with Attitude, they always post one on Friday, after I post my stuff. So just assume that there's usually always one from them because they post one every Friday. Anything new from No New Pink Spandex? That is a big no. Ranger Command Power Hour, I think, is going to be putting out a brand new episode tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. I want to say it was more of a Q&A episode, so that might be kind of fun. No, from them, let's see. Anything on the TOKU Teens? Not Nope, looks like no new TOKU Teens since the last we checked. Legion of Boom? Not sure. Of course, Ranger Danger is going to be having one. Nothing new from the grid. Talkin' TOKU has, of course, the Greg Mitchell interview if you would like to listen to that. And Rider Love Podcast, that is actually a new podcast that I just found out about, but it's called Rider Love Podcast for you TOKU fans. And they put out a new episode. I'll be putting the links to them down in the description below. Shout out to just another new podcast on my radar that I will be getting to you guys. So you'll have lots and lots of options. let's get moving on. I'm going to switch gears really quick to the TOKU news. To the TOKU news. I don't have, and I hate this, but unfortunately part of the, again, only reason I could get this out was because I had to do it live and on kind of a short notice. Didn't have a lot of time, so I don't have a lot of TOKU pictures. I apologize. I'll try to add them as I go. And if you hear that lock sound, that is actually my cell phone. So, I love it. Henshin! Let's just start off right off with Kamen Rider build and my build, like Kamen Rider Rogue. Because that is the awesome one. Rogue the figure has been revealed, pre-order information, nothing like that is out yet. I will let you know as soon as it is, so I can get you to pre-order. Wait, before I completely... There it is, guys! Woo! I suck with the echo. I'm sorry. And I'll explain to you actually why there is an echo. I set up all of the headset, I don't know, whatever, and so I put in my microphone input. Except XSplit that I'm using is natively trying to pick up my microphone, and so it was basically picking me up twice. And so every time I move to a different screen, I have to make sure I turn my microphone off or you guys get the echo. So that is why I apologize for that. It's just unfortunately something I have to remember. Yeah, I just have to keep turning off that mic. Yeah, no new information, unfortunately, about him yet, but can we all say it together? Crocodile Crack. I love it's a squash. Crocodile Crack. Love that bottle. Let's look at some other writer stuff real quick. We have Kamen Rider Gaim. I'm telling you, Kutuaro Dan is like the character that just keeps on giving. He's just getting so many awesome things. What is the confirmed God Maximum Gamer level billion is going to be coming out, and that is September 2018. It's going to be a Tamashii Web exclusive, though, but it's going to be right under 10,000 yen. If you are interested in it, and I apparently forgot to save a picture of that. I apologize. Sad news, though, as far as writer is concerned. The actor who played Ryoma Sengoku in Kamen Rider Gaim, he was arrested for indecent assault and subsequently released from his contract agency, being pulled out of everything he was in. The actor's name is Tsunenori Aoki, but again, he played Sengoku, and that is never good. I'm not going to try to be like about it too much. We already ran into that with Mr. Master G, and I do not want to have to think about that anymore. Happy birthday! Happy 43rd birthday to Super Sentai. They gave me a present, and that present is that. I know I usually when I go into Sentai, I just go straight to Lupin Ranger versus Patch Ranger, but I'm not. Because I am so incredibly hyped for this. I am a mom. I want to be a superhero. Alright, maybe I don't wear a size 2. But I want to put on a suit. I want to be a superhero, but I also have a kid, and you have to manage it. These are the superhero moms. It is going to be officially referred to as Hero Mama League. I'm in. Sign me up for Hero Mama League. It's going to be great. Hurricane Blue, Decky Yellow, Magi playing. Seriously, Decky Yellow, though, we had 10 years after. She was in Kyroger. That was really cool to see. So, once champions of justice, all three are now raising families of their own, and they must learn to balance their lives as heroes with their responsibilities as mamas. But things become even more difficult when Space Shinobu Demost appears on Earth. It was created as kind of a backdoor spin-off for the upcoming Q-Ranger vs. Space Squad film, which is why, so the Hero Mama things, they're going to be taking on a Space Squad villain. that's going to be really cool. It is going to be coming out on release on May 13th of 2018, which is Mother's Day. Is it American Mother's Day? Japanese Mother's Day? I'm not 100% sure, but it's Mother's Day, and you know what I want as a Mother's Day gift, Ranger Nation, TOKU Nation? You know what you could give me as a great Mother's Day gift? That subbed. Please. I need that subbed. There's just something about seeing, and y'all feel me, you don't even have to be a mom. There's just something about seeing some of these Sentai actors, writer actors coming back after 10 years. They're older. They're not the 18-year-olds in spandex running around. They have that, like, older age, like, no, like, we're serious about this, and I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait for it to come out. Articles on TOKU Nation. First hint I got about it was from Real Matt Hunt. Thank you so much for all of that. Other Sentai news. Check this one out. Kyuranger. Well, guys, it's not coming. This is funny. It's not coming to America, at least not for a while. Where it is coming, however, is Korea. And that is going to be dubbed as Power Rangers Galaxy Force. They will have their own toys. They're going to use a lot of the same molds. But if you were interested in Kyuranger toys and you didn't buy them from Japan or whatever, and you were really hoping on them coming to America, this could be a really great opportunity for you guys to be able to pick some of these toys. Yes, the packaging will be different and maybe the sounds will be different. But if you're just going to buy the Henshin device to keep up on a shelf, fantastic. This could be a really great opportunity for you guys that didn't get to otherwise, because admittedly, for Kyuranger, I didn't buy a lot of stuff because I also thought that, yes, it's probably going to be the next one, and so I wasn't going to really buy a lot of globes or anything. Probably will now. No word or anything as to when it's going to start airing yet, but it's as soon as I find out, I'll let you know. So that is a Power Rangers Galaxy Force. I was going to say Captain Force. Captain Force was actually GoKaiser Super Mega Force. That is actually what I was talking about on that one. So let's go up to Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The teams now combine. That is right. Let me find the picture. There it is, guys. They're going to combine. That's a cluster. I don't know, man. The shoulders are going to have to grow on me. The shoulders are really going to have to grow on me. But they're all going to combine. I want to see the cockpit footage. Well, one, I mean, I look in pretty much since episode 1 or episode 2, whenever you see the cockpit, you see the stuff behind. And so you wonder, like, who's going to be in the front? Is it going to be like the 2 reds and then they go behind? Is it going to be like one team is in front, one isn't? Maybe it'll be 3 of one team and 2 of another. Who knows? But it could be, it's going to be a lot of fun to see them actually work their magic together. And are you excited? These are quarter 3 scans, by the way, guys. So these are quarter 3 scans. This is not going to happen tomorrow. This isn't going to happen next week. We have plenty of time for this to really go through, and I'm really excited about that. I want them to stay. I want that allure of mystery of them not knowing who each other are. I want us to keep that for absolutely as long as possible. So please, keep that up. Let's look at what else we got, because we got more than just that. Oh, yeah, by the way, it's going to be called GoodkuruKaiser. So we had Good Striker, Pat Kaiser, Lupin Kaiser, Good Striker. So it's GoodkuruKaiser, which I think Kuru, it means cool. Or I saw someone posting about, like, GoodCool Kaiser. So, Kuru? I should never try to put Japanese words in my daily language. I really should not. How about we take a look next at, let me get rid of that guy. These are the new versus vehicles we got. And if anybody's watching this right now going, sweet, I can't wait for builds, sorry to burst your bubble. They aren't out yet. We have Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger, and then we have stuff from Ultraman a little bit, but we don't actually have anything for that. I'm gonna do a quick retweet. Sorry about this, guys, but I do want to mark, kind of send it out in case anybody is wanting to do more, just the Toku stuff. So I'm gonna put, Toku news is underway. Oops. And you'll know why I just said that if you see me on Twitter. I just like all capsed it, and that's fine. That's fine, right? That's fine. Let's look over exactly what these names are. So now that you've had a moment to look over them while I was doing this, thank you for your patience with that one. We have the three. We have Magic DialFighter, we have Trigger Machine Splash, and we have Jackpot Striker, which is more than likely a movie exclusive, which is probably going to be this bottom one you see right here. Trigger Machine Splash. Look at that. It's a fire truck. And then the Magic DialFighter. It looks like a sub or something. I'm also looking at these with you, by the way. So because I'm trying to give you my honest, like, hey, this is what I think. And I'm like, it's like a fire truck and a weird submarine with a top hat. Although Star versus the Forces of Evil Spider with the top hat is actually really cool. So all 6 main Mecha plus X. Because remember, we're gonna have a six. Is it 7th Ranger or whatever? It's gonna have 2 forms. Coming up. And all 6 Mecha plus X are going to combine for a team effort. The GoodCool Kaiser. Are you fans of them? I haven't collected anything from Lupin Ranger versus Path Ranger yet. I totally did. Instead of just everything's going to Power Morphicon, which I really had not talked about in this, but I'm going to Power Morphicon. I did a video on Monday, which this is completely not Toku related, but I did a video on Monday about cons that are potentially a few months away, so the knowledge pretty much applies if you're a Toku fan and you're going to a con. Months away, it could be a good time for you to check out things maybe you could look at to make things easier on you. Yeah. These, and this is it. This is really strange that this is it as far as quarter 3 goes. According to @MattHunt, he's the one who reads all the stuff and translates it all to us, so, always big shout outs to him. But he said it's looking like this is actually it for quarter whatever. But I do not spoil Star vs. the Forces of Evil for me. I have only 4 episodes into season 3. My husband and I just started binging it. It's so good. It's so good. But that's it as far as Lupin Ranger versus Path Ranger new scans and stuff that are coming out. I do want to add one other quick thing though. This is for the Potterman. For these UDO figures, they posted. I talked about them a little bit a month or 2 ago. They are not really painted. You put stickers on them. They're cheaper kind of figure thing. The first assortment of them is going to be coming out. All 6 Rangers currently, and this is a prototype. It does give you a really good idea of what they look like before paint. They also, if you can hear, I'm sorry, my cat's water is right there, and she clearly does not care that I'm streaming. But if you would like to see the Gangler Mook, it's still in the prototype stage, but man, it does really look good. I'm glad that they put this out to them to show that they're already working on more, which is pretty cool. They're working on prototypes for even more. Maybe they'll do them with Mecha or whatever. I would like to see more. I'd like to get them, but if I get anything, I'd have to get the Henshin device, because that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Let's move on to, oh my goodness, other Toku news, which is basically Ultraman news. Now that you really say it out loud, that's about it this week. It was a strange kind of week, and then I say it's Ultraman news, and everybody's like, screw this. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Boom, there's your Ultraman. Men. Any rate, there's those guys. Look at those. Okay, so Ultraman, we have Rosso, R-O-S-S-O, and we have Buru, B-U-R-U. So, in the upper left of every picture, so the one like with the two things, wow, trying to do this on camera is like terrible. One of these things is, so that guy is Rosso. You're going to be seeing him from... Basically, let's just go from left to right. That is Rosso in his flame and then aqua form. And then he is going to have a wind and grand form. So wind is purple, grand is gold. And then you're going to be looking at Buru with his flame and aqua forms. So just they flip-flop them for a little contrast. And then that one, Buru again, is the bottom right one in each individual picture. And then he also has wind and grand forms as well. I think it's pretty cool that they're going to have two, Lord, how do you even word Ultraman? I'm going to have to learn this. If I start watching this, I'm going to have to learn a little bit more about them. That's pretty cool. The title of the new show, again, Speculative Ultraman R&B. Well, listen to like some old school TLC on you. Again, so right now these are all going to be everything other than this picture. This picture is confirmed, clearly. But I'm going to go over some quick rumors right now. The hero's henshin by installing Zodiac jewels and using different Zodiac powers altogether. Ultraman Rosso and Ultraman Buru are friends. Ultraman Rube, R-U-B-E, juggles back and forth between ally and enemy. It's looking like, yeah, they could do by zodiac signs, which we just had with Key Ranger, but, you know, Rosso's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then I'm not gonna read you everything. There's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so there's actually, they're leaving perfectly up for 4. I guess Buru is gonna be my favorite one, because it's a Scorpio. If this random rumor ends up being completely true, I guess Buru is gonna have to be my favorite one. If you would like to watch an Ultraman that's less high def, can happen. If you would like that, Shout Factory TV is going to be holding the marathon for Ultraman Leo. Now, I mentioned Ultraman Leo was coming over on, I think it was the TOKU channel, but Ultraman Leo is going to be streaming on Twitch and the Shout Factory website, but they're going to have it. Excuse me. It was a 51 episode long Ultraman. It was from 1974 to 1975, so you know these styles are going to be great. It is going to start, and mind you, this is 51 episodes. It is going to start April 18th, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Dude, it's on Twitch, right? Like, watch it for free. If you've wondered what is an old school, I keep on calling it Kamen Rider, an old school Ultraman looked like from the 1970s, I'm going to hop on Twitch at least a little bit and watch it and see what the chat says and go with it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think overall, yeah, I think it's going to be neat, and I'll hopefully see you on there. And I realize that in this lighting, you can see every bruise that I have from little feet, like, trying to... I'm a jungle gym. I'm a human jungle gym. And that's what that is. Guys, that is about it for TOKU news, Ranger news, everything. Whew, we did it in a bit over an hour. Okay, maybe about 40 minutes longer than if you would have watched both of them before, but hey, we're live. I'm going to just hang out for like another 5 minutes. I'm probably just going to chat about Power Morphicon a little bit, if you don't mind. So I'm going to stay on for the last 5 minutes or so. If you have any questions or whatever in the chat, I'll actually be able to just sit and answer them. So if you have any random questions for me, let me know. But I am going to go to... But first off, if you guys want to leave because the news is over, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys hopping in on your Friday night and spending some time on your Friday night with me, learning all of this stuff. Seeing that one person's watching, it makes it feel pretty cool that someone's out there enjoying, or at least pretending to enjoy my content. You know who you are, sister. My sister loves my content. Right. Alright, so let's chat about PMC really quick. I don't have... Oh, hold on. I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to change this. I'm going to have to take the mic off. Ready? Bah. How about that? How about that? Oh my goodness. It's all like, you need to authorize. And I'm like, you need to let me. I really just want to put some chat up. So that's what I know I'm going to do. I'm going to go to intro. Because guess what? My chat works. So I'm going to do this a lot more. Okay. Yeah, though, if any of you guys have any, I don't know, random questions or anything, shoot them at me. But more for kindness coming up. I am super hyped. We are, I say we. I'm flying in. I'm by myself for it, so I'm flying solo. I'm going to be hanging out with, well, I mean, I hope to just meet a ton of people, but rooming with, actually, Steffi. I've mentioned her before. She does Sapphire management. We've luckily just become friends, and it's really convenient because, man, that is going to save us a lot of money. I don't know about you guys, but, I mean, it's for the con rate. It's like $179 a night plus taxes and fees and everything. So by yourself, it's pretty expensive. So as long as you're not, you know, afraid for your life or anything, you should probably just buddy up with someone. I mean, we'll bring mirrors. It'll be fine. We'll figure out how to do this, two of us together. But I'm flying in on Thursday, early-ish. Like, I'm flying in. I'm going to be in LA, or not LA. I'm going to fly into John Wayne direct. I'm going to be there Thursday at about 10:30, 11. It's going to be great. I want to go head out and see the Santa Monica Pier, which it's like a 30-minute YouTube drive, Uber drive, to get over there, but it's something I would really, I've always wanted. I mean, I've wanted to see it ever since I found out about it, and then I see so many vloggers and stuff do it that I'd really love to go see it, because I follow some Pokemon Go YouTubers, and they film there quite a bit. So I'd really like to go there. That'll be Thursday, but Thursday is gonna be getting in, get whatever done. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is con. I'm not gonna fly out until Monday. It's gonna be an awesome weekend. Should go to PMC, but money is tight right now, man. I'm sorry. I feel like this is the first year I've ever gotten to go. First year I've ever gotten to go to PMC, which is it's kind of a, you know, Ranger dream come true. So I'm really glad, and I'm planning on, for those of you who can't go, I'm gonna be filming a lot of content. I want to be doing, you know, hopefully I can do an interview or two with some Rangers, or at least maybe some other interviews with other content creators, and kind of keep spreading that network of everything. Let's see what we got. How good of an idea do you think it would be if someone were to convince Boom Studios to make a mini-series based on the Hyperforce Rangers? I think it's a great idea. I really do. I mean, I'd love to see the Hyperforce Rangers in any form, you know, more than just what they are. And I think comics would be a great... It would probably be one of the more realistic ways that you would be able to do it. It would just be, I mean, Boom Studios isn't really big. I mean, they're not like they're a small comic one, but you know what I mean? Like, they're not Marvel, they're not whatever. Who knows what they realistically can afford? Like, how do they have to, I actually don't even know what it is. Like, do they pay Saban for the rights for the Power Ranger ones? I don't know, but if there was a Hyperforce comic book, you bet your bottom dollar I'll be in line for issue number 1. So excited. It sucks. I missed out on the cover. I've been looking a bit, trying to find one on eBay, and I just all my money is going towards PMC right now, and that's where that's where we are. Hasbro needs to make Hyperforce figures. Hasbro is just gonna take all my money. Are you guys hyped about Hyperforce? Are you guys hyped about Hasbro? I guess is what I should say. I am really excited to have them take over. I've done before. I had looked at stuff on you know, the Marvel Black Series, whatever, the Star Wars figures. You just look at them and you're like, they get this paint. This paint is so good. Like, there's detail. These people look like people, and to know that they're going to be making our toys in the future is a pretty amazing thing. And if they could make Hyperforce figures, if they could do, you know, I think Hasbro has a distribution that if they knew they could sell enough, they could probably totally do it as just an online exclusive. I think Hasbro has online exclusives. I'm not sure if TOKU Chris was watching this, he'd be slapping me right now because he would be like, you should know this. Or whatever. But I do not know. Yeah. So that's sorry, and you know where that goes? That pause right there, that is my brain going, wait, what are you? I hate my brain. I hate my brain sometimes. I'm super hyped for Hasbro figures, and I would be even more hyped if there were Hyperforce figures. Yeah, so PMC, let's talk. So I'm going to be there for a few days. Totally, if just shoot me a thing on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or whatever. If you're there, I would love to just. I mean, honestly, I'm probably this is what I do at cons. I just like I'm a ping pong ball, but to be able to just like thank you for being a fan, I'd like to do that. Thank you for seeking me out. I would appreciate that. I would just like to thank you if you see that. If as far as cosplay goes, this is going to be the problem. The problem is shipping, and I shipping so much. Airfare and plane tickets. I did get my plane ticket booked. I do get 2 bags. It's going to be, can I fit my suit in? Can I fit my suit? Actually, let's just end the statement at that. Can I fit my suit? By August, if I can't fit in my suit, then I'm going to have much bigger issues with myself. But I got to be able to fit my suit. And, oh yeah, it's about an hour 20. So, who knows how that's going to be. If I can't bring my actual spandex suit, I'm probably going to bring my Coda cosplay and see what I can't maybe get together to make anything else before it, because I would like to run around and cosplay, but it's going to see. My helmet would have to be my carry-on. The GoKaiser boots they're not like a lot of boots that you see. They can just like lay flat and you can just lay them on your thing. They have massive cuffs that stick out, and there's a lot of padding protection you have to do around them, and transporting that suit is actually not fun at all. It's a really awesome suit, but man, is it not fun to transport. That actually, you know what, for reals, guys, this time I think I'm going to end it. I am at about an hour and 20 minutes. I have had a lot of fun hanging out with you. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me. Just do this thing that I do every Friday. I'm really glad I still got to get it out. I'm going to end this, and then I'll have to get to work, and you'll be seeing in a bit. I'm going to get all of the notes updated, so anything that I talked about that you want to find the direct link to, I will get that up to you as soon as possible. But other than that, guys, I think I am going to go relax for a little bit and maybe like kill some demons with my husband in clearly different rooms. My computer's been moved. Alright, guys, on behalf of the Ranger Weekend Review, my name is Liz. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, guys. I will see you next time.